Cinnamon, health benefits and scientific research. Cinnamon is proclaimed to be a surprise spice with severe fitness benefits. The net is stuffed with articles claiming giant advantages of the spice. However, most are now not backed through human trials. Most assessments are executed in the labs or solely examined on animals. It is determined that the consequences observed in the labs, or on animals, fail to produce the equal consequence in humans. Can cinnamon actually do wonders? We determined to look at further. We went via a number of scientific studies, compiled them and have listed the outcomes observed in human trials. If you have now not been the usage of cinnamon regularly, please cling in there. Find out why you need to consist of this notable spice in your subsequent buying list. How to devour it and in what quantities. Is cinnamon beneficial in diabetes? About 8.7% of the Indian populace in the age team of 20 to 70 years is diabetic. In accordance to the World Health Organization (WHO), modern remedy doesn't have a treatment for it yet. Along with medication, it additionally depends on dietary restrictions and everyday workout to manipulate the disease. The lab research and the research on animals strongly assist hypoglycemic houses of cinnamon. In a find out about by means of Hopowitz et al. 2007, 14 wholesome topics. With ordinary fasting, blood glucose concentrations had been given 300 gram of rice pudding or 300 gram of rice pudding with 6 grams cinnamon. The team that took the rice with cinnamon had delayed gastric emptying and decreased postprandial glucose response. There have been 7 medical research performed on the consequences of cinnamon on kind 1 and kind 2 diabetes. Out of these, 3 research discovered statistically vast really helpful effects, whereas the different 4 did no longer discover any full-size benefit. Though there are warning signs of a nice impact of this spice on diabetes, extra lookup is wanted in this region for conclusive results. Can cinnamon minimize high blood pressure? In its World Fitness Facts 2012 report, the WHO estimated that 1 in 3 adults global has raised blood pressure. While affordable drug treatments are positive in controlling hypertension, they have to be taken every day and have facet effects, then again small they may be. Studies exhibit that about 50 to 80% of sufferers with kind 2 diabetes are additionally hypertensive. These two enlarge the threat of different problems like stroke or coronary heart disease. We have already considered the advantageous outcomes of cinnamon on blood glucose levels. Now, let's see its impact on excessive blood pressure. 3 research had been completed between January 2000 and September 2012 on the impact of cinnamon on blood pressure. A meta-analysis of these randomized, placebo-controlled scientific trials indicates that the non-permanent use of this spice reduces each systolic blood stress, SBP, and diastolic blood strain, DBP, by means of 5.39 mm Hg, 95% C, -6.89 to -3.89, and 2.6 mm Hg, 95% C, -4.53 to -0.66, respectively. This suggests that cinnamon can be used as a dietary complement for the sufferers struggling from diabetes and hypertension alongside with traditional medication. Although in addition long-term trials want to be carried out for concrete results. Antibacterial properties with repeated use of antibiotics. New streams of microorganisms have developed that are resistant to a couple of drugs. Hence, there is a want to perceive choice strategies. In a Learn About posted recently, cinnamon and its elements had been discovered to showcase antibacterial properties. Another Learn About advised the use of cinnamon oil in cosmetics, toiletries, and disinfectants to maintain the microorganism at bay. Additionally, cinnamon is additionally endorsed for weight loss, anti-cancer properties, hair loss, Alzheimer, arthritis and a few others. These makes use of are now not hearsay. Many of these have been demonstrated in labs and on animals, however lack medical trials on humans. There are infrequently any important aspect outcomes of having this spice until ingested in big quantities. Nevertheless, continually seek advice from your health practitioner or naturopath earlier than introducing any new medicine or herb in your diet. A ballpark determined between 2 grams to 6 grams, half to 1 teaspoon per day can be beneficial for each wholesome and sufferers with diabetes and hypertension. If you presently the use of it solely in your allspice combine, garam masala. For cooking, it is not going that you're hitting shut to the required levels. An handy way to devour the day-by-day dose is to drink cinnamon tea. You can add a little to each candy and savory dishes. It is broadly used as a condiment in baking cakes, pastries, biscuits, cookies, etc. Cinnamon rolls are the most famous ones. Apple pie is incomplete except a beneficient sprint of cinnamon. Its heat woody taste complements the candy and bitter style of apples. Any dish made with apples can be more advantageous by including cinnamon to it. So, the subsequent time you make a pie, sauce or candied apples, make certain to sprinkle some cinnamon powder on it. But beware, 2 tons of something is bad, so use diligently. Are you already eating cinnamon? What are the advantages you have observed? Do let us recognize in the feedback section.